on YouTube. Yeah, Freddie Roach, man, Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach. Look, this is the title, man. Boxing.com. An article written by Radio Raheem, and it's Roach. I've changed my mind. Golovkin can't beat Andre Ward, man. So Freddie Roach, man, he's coming. Freddie Roach. He trains Pacquiao. He likes those offensive fighters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Guys that let their hands go. You know, and whatnot. Aggressive, fighters. Like what was that? Robert Garcia. Anyway, long story short, a while back ago, he was saying that Golovkin can, move up a weight and whatnot, clean out super middleweight and, beat light heavyweights, even beat Andre Ward and whatnot. But based on his last two performances, against Kell, Brook, and Danny Jacobs, Freddie Roach is pretty much saying like, man, Triple G's been exposed, man. He's been exposed, and he considers Andre Ward to be a way better boxer, than Daniel Jacobs. He's so now he's like, man, Ward would definitely beat, Triple G. You know what I'm saying? So Triple G hasn't doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? I guess they feel as if that fight won't even happen, and that GGG's team will avoid boxers. You know what I'm saying? Just all out avoid boxers of any kind from now on. And so, in saying that, Roach does feel as if Golovkin can beat Saul Canelo Alvarez. I think he from reading the article, he does admit that Saul, can box or whatnot, but that Triple G will come into the ring, bigger than Saul Canelo Alvarez, and GGG will get to Saul, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? With the power and the size and stuff like that, it will get to Canelo, even though Canelo does have, hands. You can't deny Canelo. Canelo has hands, man. He has hands and he has some pop. So, let me read this, man. Let's quote it. This is Freddie Roach. I'm gonna read this right now. He's still one of the he's referring to Triple G. He's still one of the best boxers in the world today. I thought at one time he could move up to light heavyweight and beat Andre Ward. Ward is a very good boxer and maybe a better boxer than Triple G's last opponent, that being Danny Jacobs. I've changed my mind on that once a little bit now. I changed my mind on that one a little bit now because I like the boxer, and Golovkin was exposed. Let's see. He does have trouble with people who box and so forth, Roach explained to BoxingScene.com, and then he moved on to Canelo. They asked me about Canelo, and I say that Canelo is not a boxer, though. He's a puncher, and I say Triple G is too big and too strong for him. I think Triple G will get to him sooner than he can get to Triple G, but that's just my opinion, though. I don't think he will go up right now to fight very good boxers because he was exposed a little bit with a boxer fighting him from the Southpaw Stance. Okay, referring to Daniel Jacobs, who switched stances. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. I didn't explain that in the video or anything like that. I'm not sure you guys recognize that Jacobs was very effective in the Southpaw Stance, man, and I can see Laura beating Golovkin. So, and Laura's like, he's a boxer. You know what I'm saying? That guy's not. He's very stingy. He's gonna be on the back foot. Working from the outside. counter punching, throwing out that jab and going with the straight lefts and stuff like that, and safety first fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I could see him picking off, Triple G all night, and that's why I was thinking when Jacobs was fighting Golovkin, because I noticed that he was fighting in a Southpaw Stance sometimes. Man, it was very effective. So yeah, man. There you have it, man. Freddie Roach feels as if Golovkin can't beat Andre Ward. We got to see it, to believe. We got to see it first. That's what we want to see, right? We want to see Golovkin, fight something, move up in weight, and Golovkin say he's moving up. And I think it's because he's, the terrible performance versus Jacobs was pretty much due to him being weight drained, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude's, man, 34 now, going on 35. It's time to move up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Why weight drain yourself? You fought Danny Jacobs, you got all the belts. You even got Frank Warren trying to put a deadline on Billy Joe Saunders. If you don't, go ahead and fight Billy Joe. I know it seems like money is an issue. These guys do fight for money. What was it, Tom Loeffler or whatever this guy's was manager or promoter or something like that. I don't think he got deep pockets. I don't even know why GGG's even signed to this dude. I don't know if he's using 2K promotions or whatever. But anyway, it seems like money is the issue, man, because when he fought Kell Brook, it was Matchroom that put up the money for that fight. You know what I'm saying? They had showcased that fight in the UK, Kell Brook versus, Golovkin. It wasn't Tom Loeffler or whatever like that. And then they're using this HBO deal. HBO is buying some of GGG's fights or whatever like that. And long story short, man, you saw what the pay-per-view numbers were, man. The money ain't there, you know what I'm saying? As far as like anyone to be on the shorter end of the stick fighting, Triple G, you know what I'm saying? Whether they scared of them or not, you know what I'm saying? People still want to get paid, at the end of the day. And people want to return on their investment and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, long story short, great win for Golovkin, beating Danny Jacobs. Hopefully, boosts up his, his profile and stuff like that, and maybe that Billy Joe Saunders fight, pop off if he can finish off Billy Joe Saunders, man. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good win, man. Grab another belt. Billy Joe Saunders, reputable, opponent, and then move up. Maybe fight what's his name? Eubanks Jr. That would be a good fight. Just, do your thing, man. Get another belt or another weight class or something like that, man. You did it already, man. Be a B-hop, man. Move up, something like that. Do something, That's the last thing you want to see, man. This dude being like weight drained, just bleeding out 160 and probably getting himself hurt. Because, these guys are coming up, man. These guys are coming up. You got Jamal Charlo there. You got a lot of young heavy hitters that are moving up the middleweight. And these guys can box a little bit, man. Especially Jamal Charlo, man. You saw what he did to Julian J. Rock Williams. Yeah, man. So, let me know what y'all think about that, man. Do you think he should just move up and fight Andre Ward? You know what I'm saying? Would that be a pay-per-view fight, or should he just fight like what should Triple G do? What can he do? A lot of people ain't believing in him right now, and a lot of people are kind of skeptical of his skill set. Now, does he go to the Hall of Fame? How does he end his career, man? The dude's like 35 years old. How is he gonna end his career? That's what I'm thinking about. It's like, man, how you want to be remembered? The most avoided fighter or something like that. What do you want to say? Like, he's the most avoided? Because he got a crush. His record is it can be picked apart, man. It can be picked apart. Even though he has all these belts, it can be picked apart. Because he fought a lot of smaller junior middleweights and stuff like that. And that Jacobs fight, a lot of people thought Jacobs won. A lot of people, do you do a rematch? Do you move up and weight? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something else, man. A lot of Hall of Famers, they moved up and weight. You got Manny Pacquiao, you got Roy Jones, you got James Lights Out Tony. A lot of fighters who were able to move up and weight um, did, you know what I'm saying, and won, you know what I'm saying? Or do you want to be like what's his name? Who was that? What was that middleweight that pretty much stayed at 160? What was his name? See, I can't remember the dude's name. All I know is he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to be an afterthought like that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's just known as being just a middleweight, but not a guy like Bob Foster, like moved up and try to see what he can do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of throwback fighters that have, fought guys that were bigger than them, maybe like 50 pounds and stuff like that. I mean, if we don't have film, but at the end of the day, these writers, wrote these stories about some of these fighters, knocking out some of these smaller guys, knocking out guys that were bigger than them. So, man, I would like to see him move up and weight, man. And test himself. It's already done. He fought Jacobs. That was the most credible opponent at 160. Heavy hitter. It turned out to be a switch hitter. Puncher. He took the punches. He kept coming. 12 rounds, and he won. He retained all his belts and whatnot. So let's see it, man. All right, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.